All right, so if Bitcoin is up 40% in just 4 weeks since January 1st of this year, so the crypto sell off that we saw last year, it's over, right? We're back to good times and we can go back all in on crypto, right? I don't think so. My opinion. Check this out, you guys. I This is very bizarre. Bitcoin is up 40% this year. Not only is it still trying to recover from all of the terrible news that's been plaguing the entire crypto industry for the last 12 months. What I'm about to show you, all these various headlines have happened just in the last 30 days or so. And in my personal opinion, I don't think this is over. I think we're going to, if you guys are just a little bit patient, you're going to find crypto back in this range of 5,000, 4,000, maybe even a little less than that. Not very long. Check this out. So it all starts off with breaking Swift. Okay, first off, what is Swift? Swift is how the United States moves money between banks between the United States and Mexico, or Mexico and England, or Germany and Japan, or China and Australia. It's the international banking system. It's a lot like the United Nations. Think United Nations for banking. It's very, very much heavily influenced by the United States, but it is how people around the world move monies from bank to bank to bank. So it says here, breaking. This is what was this? Back January 21st, a week ago. Swift will no longer process fiat currency transfers from bank accounts to crypto exchanges with a value of less than 100,000 effective February 1st. The move will thwart crypto access to tens of millions of people worldwide. First off, that is a massive blow to the average Joe accessing crypto. Also, if you just pause to think about it, this guy Finance Lancelot, I don't know who this is, but he had a really good comment in this. He goes, "The crypto pump was perfectly timed. This crypto pump right here, keep in mind, everybody's been going geeky saying that we are back and good times are here again. The crypto pump was perfectly timed to suck retail back in right before they passed the new Swift rules. 99% of retail are below the 100,000 minimum threshold, which means their money is trapped on February 1st, while the people who crafted the pump can still cash out before exchanges fail. Genius. That's right. You can no longer get into crypto or get your money out back into US dollar or whatever unless you have a total of $100,000 worth that you're trading. Okay, big deal, Ryan. Who cares? Well, I mean, first off, it is a big deal. The average Joe is going to have an extremely difficult time accessing. It's right here, though. The pump was perfectly timed to suck retail back in. What does that mean? Cash out before exchanges fail. Um, well, let me actually pull this one out first. So, not only was all that other drama happening, but Binance, the largest exchange in the world, based out of where is it? China with CZ, China. Binance acknowledges they've been commingling and storing customer funds alongside collateral in error, according to a Bloomberg article interview that just came out. Read this. Binance has acknowledged an error that means it currently keeps reserves for almost half of its 94 Binance Peg tokens, worth over 540 million, mixed up with customer funds instead of a $16 billion exchange wallet. Okay, so they have 94 different tokens. That's almost half of what their reserves are, commingled with your customer funds. You guys, if I did that with my clients' investment money, I would be kicked out so quickly, and I'd absolutely, if it was this bad, be looking at jail time. Not only that, you think, oh, that's it, right? No, 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 because also, since that's come out, Binance USD stablecoin, which is one of those that in that last tweet right there mentions that they're all commingled and pegged, sees a 2 billion reduction in a month amid token mismanagement, meaning average people around the world are fire selling Binance coin as much as possible. Now, again, that's not it, because also breaking, crypto firm Genesis is filing for bankruptcy per crypto. Genesis, dollar currency group, Barry Silbert, some of these one of these Cinderella groups of the entire crypto industry back in 2012, 14, 2015, right in that range. Any of you out there who own GBTC or what is it, ETH, the Ethereum or the Bitcoin ETF, that is this group right here. Finally, this guy here mentions Bitfinex, one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Crypto exchanges are about to start playing bank account whack-a-mole Instead of complying with regulations and delisting fraudulent tokens from their exchanges, they have no choice but to ramp up bank fraud and money laundering. You guys, this comes right here to this final tweet here, and I'm going to end it with this video. There is so much of a shit show unfolding right now in crypto that it's systemic, as they say. Everybody's affected. Nobody will be left unturned. Binance, the biggest exchange in the world, is damn near about to go under. They just sunk FTX last fall. Genesis, one of the Cinderella stories of exchanges in America, is about to go under, and it's not ending there. I'm going to end it with this video right here that shows. You remember the Winklevoss twins? You know, they were the ones that did Facebook, and Mark Zuckerberg stole it from them. They were also a Cinderella story back in 2014 or so. They wanted to be the premier go-to for crypto exchanges, and now they are on the brink of going under, all because they gave so much money to Genesis that just declared bankruptcy. Hear this. Check this out. It's going to be about a minute. Listen to this. This lady just breaks it down perfectly.
We have to look at the digital currency group empire, because within that empire, the question of Genesis has both money and jobs on the line. Gemini Trust Company, the firm founded by the billionaire Winklevoss twins, is cutting another 10% of its workforce, adding to the wave of job cuts across the technology, fintech, and crypto industries at large. Now remember, the Winklevoss brothers have been waging a public fight against Genesis, even calling for Barry Silbert, the founder of the digital currency group empire, to step down as its CEO. As Genesis's lending business entered bankruptcy, Gemini has been listed as its largest outside creditor, with the most money owed by a landslide.
Just for context, you guys, look at this. $765 million is what they're owed, and that's your money. That's you, the average Joe that owns crypto through Gemini.
Gemini Earn business has 340,000 customers of its own, and their withdrawals have been halted since November. Both of these companies are now under scrutiny by the SEC, with a lawsuit already against them. The question is how Gemini will get its money back. Genesis lawyers are saying they're working around the clock to reach a deal with the largest creditors, but there are complications. Gemini's borrowings were in part secured by shares of Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, shares that were ultimately sold. The Genesis business disputes whether those sales satisfied agreements between the companies. Now, when Genesis Capital filed for Chapter 11 protections, Cameron Winklevoss hinted at future legal fights without a fair offer for creditors, saying that Barry Silbert and Digital Currency Group are not insulated from accountability. Also, remember that Silbert's Digital Currency Group is a huge creditor to Genesis as well. Genesis has a special committee on its board that's investigating the intercompany loan that includes a $1.65 billion loan to Silbert's DCG.
Okay, time out. Right there. She just said that not only did Gemini give a ton of money and they're fighting to get it back from Genesis, okay, Gemini Genesis, but that Genesis, which is a parent company, was also shifting money and doing all sorts of accounting tricks and moving money within itself. It's a massive shell game, and it's coming unraveled. And
remember, Bloomberg has also previously reported that authorities are separately investigating intercompany loans, and certainly Gemini is not the only counterparty concerned about getting its funds back. The Gemini and Genesis job cuts are early signs of stresses throughout the Genesis Capital bankruptcy. But as we've seen before, this industry, one bankruptcy has often led to another.
Right there. Now, Dollar Currency Group, what? For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to do that. Google will get me fixed up there. Companies. Let's look at all the companies now, not Wikipedia. Here, portfolio. If you recognize any of these names or any of these logos, these are all under the umbrella of Dollar Currency Group. Abra, Avanti Bank. There's BitGo, there's Bitflyer, for any of you, BitPay, Blockchain, Blockstream. These are all in some way related. BTCC, whether they have given them money and invested in them, or whether they own them outright. Chain Analysis, Circle, Civic. Circle already went upside down. Civic, Coinbase, CoinDesk. Again, let me just do this. It's going to be easier if I just spread through. You guys, Dollar Currency Group, these are all companies that they're involved with. They've put a ton of money into these various companies here. Do not underestimate how much of a mess this is turning into. And like I said, like this guy says here, you're about to see some serious accounting tricks and fraud. I don't understand when I see people geeking out saying that it's time to get back in crypto. You're missing out. I think anybody out there right now who's just being patient, your patience is going to be rewarded in the long term. Now, look, maybe I'm wrong, and I'm, you know, you guys put something in the comments and tell me where I'm wrong. I'd be happy to be proven wrong, but I just don't see why anybody would be actively buying crypto at this moment when there's so much obvious, massive, the biggest global players are all just inches away from taking it down. The other part why this matters is because the crypto market and the stock market and the overall broad economy are so intertwined at this point that as crypto continues to sell off and fall apart, you should absolutely expect it to affect the stock market, which you should also absolutely affect it to affect the overall market. So anyhow, you guys leave some comments. Let me know if you think I'm missing something or maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I am. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.